What is going on? What is going on? It's your favorite trans girl on YouTube, Miley Carter. So today's video is going to be a very special video. I am bringing you guys a motherfucking story time. First of all, before we get started, I want to talk about this unit that I have on my head. This is a 27-piece in a wig. It's from the Janet collection. They sent me this unit about 3 months ago. Thank you guys for being so super duper
child. Anyway, so
and I just had so much going on, but they were so patient with me and I love them for that. Some makeup idea to create like an actual part, because this is a synthetic unit, so I definitely did that. And I try to like mold the hair down a little bit, like on the sides. But yeah, I didn't really have to do too much. So when they asked me, you know, what type of wig that I want to wear, like, you know what, I want to try something new. I want to try a shortcut. So I was like, I want the shortcut, but I want it in like that blonde, but it's like periwinkle. But honestly, I think it's kind of like grayish, if anything. I don't even know if you guys can like really get into like the periwinkle parts, but tell me if you know, like this hairstyle on me. Definitely click the link down below and it will take you directly to their site. We are about to get into some things. I just want to say, I really don't give a fuck who gets mad if I tell this story. I really don't give a fuck who gets mad or in their feelings. It is what it is. Can't nobody be my ass.
I mean, all I can do is be honest with my feelings.
Don't give a fuck. And the person is gonna watch this video because that's what they do. Anyway. I'm trying to tell this story without telling it, like, without being too specific, without nobody catching on to the T about who it is this thing. So let's just say this guy introduced himself to me. Well, he tried to add me on Facebook or whatever. And, you know, he was just being genuine. Yeah, I was like, oh, you know, oh, he's cute. You know, there was something different about him. I just didn't know it was for sure.
oh really?
Well, actually, he ended up messaging me, child. So he had hit me up or whatever. And he was like, what's up? And I was like, hey. He was like, what you doing? I was like, nothing, chilling. What about you? He was like, shit, the same thing. About to hop in the shower for real though. How was your day? I was like, you know, my day been chill for LOL. How was your day? You know, I'm just being, you know, nice or whatever. So yeah, you know, we was keying and da-da-da-da. And so he just started saying stuff like, you know, don't leave me on red, da-da-da-da. You know, he started asking me where I'm from, da-da-da-da. I did like him, like, in the beginning. Like, I was like, you know, oh, he, you know, he cute, and, you know, he seemed, like, cool or whatever. Until, you know, one of my close friends started, like, they told me, like, well, you know, bitch, he used to fuck with da-da-da-da-da. And, like, I do not know why, but all the trans men that try to get with me, like, I'm just gonna be completely honest, they have all messed with this one person. Like this one specific girl, and I was just like, you know, back then, like when the trans man tried to get with me, I always declined it because I'm just like, you know, I'm the type of person, and I don't know why I'm like this, y'all. Like, I promise y'all, I do not know why I'm like this, but it could be a bitch that don't like me or a bitch that I'm not even really friends with. If one of their niggas or one of their exes or anybody they used to fuck with try to fuck with me, I would not fuck with them. And you know, I'm really trying to change my ways about that because yeah, these bitches do not be giving a fuck, and that's just on period. We're gonna call the boy, lion-ass Leo. That's the fuck we gonna call him. A lion-ass Leo. So, lion-ass Leo, his ass was dating this girl, and he didn't even tell me, just get, right? Because honestly, we won't even talk, we were just getting to know each other, yada, 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 because of a certain situation. And so I'm just like, okay, that was a red flag for me. So my thing is, you know, although my friend already told me, I want him to tell me. Then like a couple weeks later, he ended up telling me like, oh yeah, you know, me and my ex still stay together. Mind you, he's talking about some ex.
What kind of a fucking moron are you?
I
I'm not being with no nigga who's staying with their motherfucking ex.
I don't give a fuck what nobody's saying. All of that bullshit about, oh, me and my ex don't fuck with each other no more. But y'all living in the same house together. I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Right there, it was just like, oh no, baby, we could just be friends. I don't want to fuck with, like, I just can't fuck with you. And at that point, like, I had started to like him, but then I pushed away and I was like, no. That, you know, they not together and they just live together and they, you know, working on like, she about to move out, da da da. Baby, that is a lie. Mind you, at this point in time, baby, that was like month 2 of us like communicating at this point. Mind you, I still had his ass like in the Facebook messages. I don't play that. I don't give my number to just any and everybody. I don't play those games, period. His ass was trying to call me every day, da da da. And my thing is, I can tell when a bitch is being used for a void. One thing ain't no nigga gonna motherfucking do is try to use me for no motherfucking void. I know you going through your situation with you and your ex or whatever the fuck she is to you, baby. But one thing you won't do, bitch, is use me and my peacefulness as no motherfucking void, baby. Because that's what the fuck these niggas do. I seen him in New York or whatever, and I'm not gonna lie, y'all. A bitch was drunk in New York. He bought me some drinks, whatever. I was already drunk at that point, and I had kissed him. It was just like that's it. So he felt that like when I kissed him, that it just really did something to him. At this point, I'm just like, child, like it just, you know, the kiss really wasn't that deep. Like it really wasn't that deep. It was just a kiss, literally. I was at Tamia's house because that's what I was staying at when I was in New York. Around that time, once I had got back home to Atlanta, and I was asking him about him, and he was like, no, don't fuck with him. He still fuck with his ex. He really be lying and he be making bitches crazy. You know me, bitch. I'm like, you know, what was he lying? I'm like, well, you know, how he be lying, da da da. And he was like, child, don't believe nothing that boy said. He be fucking lying. And on top of that, he was like, on top of that, his ass was just with, you know, he was just with, you know, that person, with his ex during that weekend, da da da. And I'm just like, oh wow. And that would always make sense. Because later down the line, he ended up telling me that he was with her or some shit during that weekend. And I'm just like, child, that's a motherfucking fool. I'm giving away my team. So so months and months later, I had got booked to go somewhere. And, you know, he ended up seeing me or whatever. Well, we ended up seeing each other or whatever. And I was just still kind of like, just over him because I already had told him that, you know, like, I just could not fuck with him. But it was a situation that happened prior to then that I'm not really going to talk about because, like, I just don't really want to get into that, and it just really has nothing to do with this. Let's just say one thing led to another. He started choking me, bitch, and he was, like, trying to kiss on me, and I was just like, you need to move and say, like, you need to move, like, no. And so, like, you know, girl, you know, one thing led to another. He, like, pulled my pants down, and he started giving me head. And yes, I'm talking about the head that y'all think I'm talking about, honey. And honestly, as this was happening, I was really just like, oh my God, like, I am really about to have sex with a trans man. And it's not like, oh my God, I'm about to have sex with a trans man. It's just like, oh my God, like, vagina. Thinking in my head, like, this is the boy, which he is anyway. Like, this is a man, this is a man. Like, he looks like a man, he's real, Baby, he put those pants down and I saw Barbie doll. I saw Barbie doll, y'all, and I was just gagging. Like, it just gave Ken at the top and Barbie at the bottom. And, like, I was just like, oh, wow. Shut the fuck up! A beautiful thing, but at the same time, it was gagging me. Like, I was just like, oh my God. At the same time, this is still too much for me because I've never had sex with a cis woman in a poo-poo. Never, Only thing I did was ever kiss a bitch. It was just, child, I wasn't even drunk or anything. So, like, I had to keep picturing the fact that this is a boy. Like, this is a boy, this is a boy, this is a boy. Why the fuck? He started taking off his clothes and he told me grab a condom, honey, and I grabbed the condom out of my purse. He put it on me and he sat on me and started riding me, bitch. And, it kind of, like, makes me cringe a little bit. And it was just like, whoa. It was gagging me because, like, the biggest thing that I don't like when it comes to trans men is that, like, they be trying to say that they top. Well, a lot of them try to say that they top, so most of the time they won't be wanting to get, you know, get fucked. And my thing is, if that's you know, if that's what you like, then that's what you like. Ugh, it just kind of gagged me. Child. I'm gagging, I'm even saying this right now. We did it like twice because I needed to know for surely that I knew, like, nobody's top, and like, nobody's top. I'm a woman. I like to submit to my man. So that was happening, and then like, he wanted me to like, you know, he wanted me to fuck him in missionary position. And you know, we was having sex that way. That was how we was fucking in that position. You know, until we both nutted. And then like, after I nutted, it was just like, I cannot believe I just did this. Like, I just really cannot believe I just did this. After sex period, like, I don't like to be touched. I don't know why, I just do not like to be touched. Don't touch me. Like, I really just be disgusted, like, with sex in general. Like, just, ew, I cannot believe I just did this, you know? So, like, the moment I have sex with someone and it's just like, oh, babe, you know, I really want to be around you still. That's gonna be, bitch, that's how you know it's gonna be my husband. That just really made me, like, never, ever even want, I would never have sex in the vagina again. Like, that's just not, girl, the thought that might, almost make me want to throw up. Like, and I'm not even trying to be, I'm not even being like trans man phobic, because I live for the trans man. Like, I would still date a trans man, but you're gonna have to top me. And pussy again, don't like pussy, don't, no. And I know y'all probably like, oh my god, bitch, you really tried. Yes, girl, I really tried. I really had sex in the vagina. Thank you guys so very much, and as always, don't forget to follow me on all social media at Miley Carter. I'm out.